Hi guys, welcome yet to another review. Welcome to what could be possibly the best hatchback that you guys could buy in South Africa. So right here we have the Suzuki Swift, and this has to be the new generation, the new facelifted one. And I have to say, man, this Suzuki absolutely looks amazing. It still maintains the Swift look, man. It still maintains that cute little car, that cute little hatchback that you get. So up top, we do have the Suzuki logo over here and this lovely piano black grille over here, of which I must say I really like the way it looks. Coming along down here, we also do have this L-shaped LED daytime running lights. This being the GL spec, it does get this LED daytime running lights and this LED headlights, of course, and of course some fog lights over here. And I must say, I really like the way they perform. Right, this color as well also does look good. Personally, I'm a fan. If I was to get a Swift, I'd get it in this color or I'd get it in the red. Yeah, coming down to the side, we also do have some 15-inch alloy rims over here, and I have to say I really like this redesigned alloy rims over here. They absolutely look stunning. Down to the side mirror, we also do have our integrated turning signal over here, of which, I mean, it looks nice. Where things don't really look that nice for me has to be side proportions, but the side proportions I can forgive it for how it looks on the side. We also do have things like your comfort key access over there, where we can just press for it to lock and things of that matter. Of course, in the GLX spec, of course. What I really like has to be the fact that, here at this rear pillar over here, we also do have some piano black, of which I absolutely love it, man. Where things start taking a U-turn has to be here at the back. This rear, I mean, in this color, I've seen it. It's not everybody that will get the GLX spec. Some will get the GL, because I mean, who wants the top of the range? But anyway, you get parking sensors down below. We also do have a reverse camera over here. The resolution is not that great, but oh well. I mean, it's a budget vehicle. Considering what Suzuki is asking for this vehicle, I absolutely can't complain, right? We also do have this redesigned taillights over there, which are LED, fully LED, of which I really like. They also are now clear, wherein in the previous generation it used to be the traditional normal taillights over there. And we also do have our Swift badging. No GLX, nothing funny. It's just the Swift. Tells you what it is over here. But overall, I don't think I really like this vehicle from the rear. I think I prefer the older, the previous gen, how the previous gen looked. Let's pop open the boot. Coming along to the boot. The boot is quite decent. It is a bit dirty, but the boot is a decent size, and I I absolutely cannot complain about the boot. But with that being said, let's jump into the interior. Let me take you guys through that. Alright, jumping into the new cabin of the Suzuki Swift, and right from the get-go, I must say, you know what, you can actually tell what Suzuki has revamped. I'm sure from the get-go you guys can tell. If you're familiar with the Swift, you can tell this new touch infotainment system over there, which absolutely looks amazing. In this GLX spec, you do get some piano black trimming over here, but with the GL you get some black piano, you get some black trimming over here, which with a smaller size touchscreen over here, of which doesn't really look amazing. Even this one doesn't really look amazing, but oh well, I can forgive it. It also does come with your wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, of which in that essence it's really nice. We also do have this little silver plastic trimming that's running along the dashboard. You know what, I feel like Suzuki kind of like plays with all the shapes quite really nicely, of which I really appreciate. Also like the fact that, you know what, when you come down below for your climate control, we still have actual toggle switches over here that you can toggle up and down for the temperature and everything else. Down below you do have a 12-volt socket over here and a USB port over here. Unfortunately, you do not get Type-C USB port. We also do have somewhere to store your phone. Unfortunately, in this vehicle, and it's a budget vehicle, you cannot expect to be getting a wireless charging pad, but you do get two cup holders over there, of course, with a 5-speed manual gearbox, and we'll get into that when in the driving impressions. We also do have somewhere to store your coins and a manual handbrake. I'm on a decline, so yeah. Coming down to the driver's side, right, so you do get some new designed analog gauges over there. For me, I think I prefer the previous gen analog gauges. These are just a bit basic, but I also don't mind them at the same time, right? In the center, we also do have a little screen over there that you can choose to see your fuel consumption and driving times, clock, and torque, and things of that matter. So in that essence, I really don't mind it. But the thing that I have to say I really like has to be the steering wheel, right? You also find the steering wheel in the Franks and the GLX. So I think Suzuki uses it in the Grand Vitara. Sorry, I think Suzuki uses the steering wheel in most of the vehicles, and I don't blame them, man. I mean, it has this leather wrapped feeling over here with some piano black and buttons, shortcut buttons to access your call and things of that matter. Let me just cancel that. And then on the left we have buttons to access your what do you call this? Your radio and things of that matter. On the right it's cruise control buttons. In this GLX spec it also does come with push to start over there, of which it's a really nice feature to have, and of course a button for your parking sensors. But yeah, I think that's all. Oh, one more thing. To adjust your side mirrors, you actually get, what do you call this? An electric side mirror adjustment, of which I have to say I really like that. I like the fact that Suzuki didn't cheap out on that. But with that being said, let's jump into the back seats. Alright, into the back seats of the Suzuki Swift. This is my traditional driving position, and leg room. I think leg room is a bit tight, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's just okay. Toe room is absolutely fine. We also do have a little small hump, but it's not too bad. I think you can actually fit 3 across, and yeah, it does kind of feel a bit more spacious, but not too spacious at the same time. Unfortunately, you do not get any illumination, but you do get some grab handles over there, so that is actually absolutely nice. Headroom is okay. My only downside is the fact that when you leave, you actually knock yourself sometimes, or when you're coming into the vehicle, if you're a bit on the taller side, you actually knock yourself here. So I feel like the roof lining kind of does slope in a bit, so just be mindful of this. But yeah, I think it's quite simple. It does what it says in the tin. But with that being said, let's jump into the driving impressions. Alright, so you guys join me inside the interior of the Suzuki Swift and basic traffic, of course. So right from the get-go, let's start off with the oily bits. So gone is the 1.4 4-cylinder. Suzuki has now jumped into the 1.2 3-cylinder, and there's quite a lot to say about it, right? So right from the get-go, what powers this vehicle is a 1.2 naturally aspirated engine that puts out about 66 kilowatts and 112 newton-meters of torque. Honestly, when I heard those figures, I was a bit disappointed. It's not a lot, because comparing it to the Polo Vivo, it pushes out about 77 kilowatts. So you can imagine. But again, the Suzuki Swift, it really doesn't weigh that much as well. It actually, yeah, I mean, it's actually okay for the day-to-day use in traffic, in town, and things of that nature. I think the only place where you'll actually experience, the only place where you'll actually feel like you need a bit more power is when you're going up on inclines, and when you need to, when you need to do a quick overtake. You do need to actually do a bit of some changing down, of which, yeah, it does get annoying at times. So on to the next feature. This has to be the feature that I actually like for this vehicle, is the start stop, right? You get the start stop in such a vehicle, considering that, you know what, the asking price for this vehicle is 271,000 rand. Comparing it to the Polo Vivo, which is the direct rival of this vehicle, for 271,000 rand, exactly bang on, you get an entry-level Polo Vivo base spec with wheel caps, right? And when I look at Suzuki, you get nice features. This is second from the top of the range, so excluding the Swift Sport, right? So this is the GLX variant, and gets things like your cruise control and your start stop, of which I really feel like, you know what, those are nice features to have in a vehicle like this. So yeah, man. So normally Suzuki actually claims about 4.5 liters to the 100. Realistically speaking, I've been getting about 5.6 liters to the 100, and I actually think that's actually very impressive. It's really rare these days for you to actually get a car and actually average below 6, or average in the 5s and things of that matter. On the highway, I did actually see it go down to about 5.5, and I can take that any day, man. You know what? I feel like I'm actually comfortably okay with that. So yeah, man, I think when it comes to value for money and when it comes to fuel efficiency, Suzuki does actually nail it. My only downside is the fact that with this 1.2 engine, it does rumble a bit, and make a noise quite a bit, of which it can get a bit tedious and annoying sometimes at times, even when you're driving on the freeway. Cruising at 120, I think the revs would sit at around 3,000 RPMs, which is actually quite bad, right? But besides that, man, I think it's absolutely okay, right? But yeah, with that being said, CJ from 6K Wheels, and I'm signing out. See you guys in the next one.